Hey, listen, if your wife has stopped wanting sex, avoids your touch, and finds every excuse to avoid intimacy with you, this video could save your marriage. I just had a client go from months of sexual rejection to his wife initiating again in one conversation by understanding something most married men never learn. And I'm about to tell you exactly what he discovered and how to use it tonight. I'm Magda, and from here on out, I'm going to be your very own personal wing girl. Every week, it is my job to give you the no BS insider info about what women really want versus what they say they want, plus the most effective methods to win over any woman you like. So, just hit that subscribe button now so that you never miss a video. So, let me paint you a picture of what's actually happening in your marriage right now. You want to have sex with your wife, so you try to initiate. Maybe you start kissing her, you're touching her, or just straight up ask if she's in the mood. Some guys just go tap tap, but she says, no, I'm tired. I have a headache. Not tonight, honey. And you feel rejected. Maybe you get a little disappointed. You pull away, you pull back. Maybe you get frustrated, but you don't really talk about it. A few days later, you try again. Same thing happens. She's not interested. This cycle repeats over and over. And what's really happening is this. She's genuinely not feeling it sexually. And that is completely normal. Women's desire works differently than men's. It ebbs and flows based on stress hormones, emotional connection, and dozens of other factors. But here's where the real problem starts for you. Instead of acknowledging what's happening and checking in with her, you just keep trying, right? Without saying anything. You're treating her lack of sexual interest like it's not worth discussing, like it's something to ignore and hope it goes away. And that sends her a very clear message. You don't see her. You don't care what's going on with her. You only care about having sex. I know this is not true, but that's the message we receive. So think about it this way. If your wife stopped eating dinner for several nights in a row, would you just keep putting food in front of her hoping she'd eventually eat? Or would you sit down and say, hey, it's been a few nights now and you haven't wanted to eat? That makes me really worried about you. Is something going on? I'm here to talk about it if you want to. That's what makes someone feel seen and cared for, when you notice changes in their behavior and you show genuine concern for their well-being. But when it comes to sex, most men do the opposite because it's awkward. They notice she's not interested, but instead of checking in with her and curiosity, they just keep pursuing or they stop altogether. The message this sends to your wife is devastating. Again, he doesn't care about why I'm not in the mood or he's not interested in what's going on with me emotionally, which most likely you're not, but still, it's the message you send. My feelings, she also thinks my feelings don't matter as much as his sexual needs. Or he sees me as a sexual object, not as a person with feelings. And here's what starts to happen next. The more you brush this under the rug and ignore her emotional state, the less safe she feels with you. She starts to realize that you're not really her partner in the deeper sense. You're not someone she can count on to notice when she's struggling or to care about her inner world. And these are just thoughts. It's not reality, it's thoughts. And when a woman doesn't feel emotionally safe with you, when she doesn't feel seen or understood by you, she cannot and will not want to be physically intimate with you. Her body does not allow her to feel that way. It's not because she doesn't love you. It's because intimacy requires vulnerability. And vulnerability requires safety. And you can't feel safe with someone who doesn't even notice when something's wrong. So every time you initiate without acknowledging the pattern, you're proving to her that you're not paying attention to her emotional state. You don't care enough to have difficult conversations. Your sexual needs matter more than her emotional needs. She can't count on you to be curious about her experience. She can't count on you to be a partner. And the real issue isn't her lack of desire. It's that your response to her lack of desire is showing her you don't truly see her as a whole person. And when a woman doesn't feel seen and understood by her husband, she disconnects, not just sexually, but emotionally. And that disconnection makes sexual desire nearly impossible. This is why the cycle gets worse and worse over time. She's not just avoiding sex. She's protecting herself from feeling unseen and uncared for by the person who's supposed to know her best. It's horrible. I hate when we do this. I do this as a woman too. It doesn't benefit us. But this is what's going on. But here's the amazing news. You, the man, can fix this. My client did it with one conversation, and I'm going to tell you exactly how and what he said. But first, I do want to tell you about today's video sponsor, because once you do what I'm about to share, your wife is going to be begging you for sex. And I want you to be sure that you can rock her world in the bedroom. So, Beducated is a leader in sexual education and information and will guarantee your sex brain is at its peak, using an amazing video online platform that brings pleasure-based sex education right to your bedroom through 100 plus online courses from the world's top experts. This is not porn. These are actual instructional videos with real people in them to help you learn how to do things right in the bedroom. Be Educated is about to change your sex life and is Marn approved, wing girl approved, female approved. Every man should subscribe to Be Educated, and right now you get 60% off the annual subscription price just because you're watching this video. It ends up being the price of an Los Angeles coffee every single month to become fully sexually educated. It didn't happen overnight, and it won't come back overnight either. The silence, the distance, the routine, they slowly replace the spark you once had. But here's the truth most men never hear. Attraction in a marriage doesn't die. It just goes quiet when it's no longer felt. And the mistake? Trying harder in all the wrong ways. More talking, more chasing, more pressure. What actually brings her desire back isn't what you say. It's what she feels when she's around you. There's one subtle shift, one behavior change that flips something deep inside her. And when you get it right, she starts looking at you the way she used to, without you asking, without you forcing it. Your wife is gonna thank me, and she's gonna thank me after you follow the instruction in this video. So we're back to the solution and what to do to change things around. The solution has 4 parts, and I call it the communication and safety method. Step number 1, remove all sexual pressure. Immediately, for the next 2 to 4 weeks minimum, you will not initiate any sexual contact. None. I can already hear some of you saying, but that's not fair. Well, it's not working anyway. So, just listen. This is not about fear. This is about creating space for her to reconnect with her own desire without feeling pressured. You're not punishing yourself. You're removing the obstacle that's preventing her from wanting you. Step number 2, have the conversation. This is the exact conversation my client had with his wife. You can adapt this to your own situation, but follow this flow. Honey, I need to talk to you about something really important. I've realized that I might have been putting pressure on you around sex without meaning to, and I want to understand what's really going on for you. I want you to know you always have the right to not be in the mood for any reason or for no reason at all. That is completely normal, and I never want you to feel bad about it. I'm curious about what would help you feel more connected to me and more comfortable with intimacy. But I don't need an answer right now. I just want you to know I care about you, and I care about understanding you more than getting my needs met. I'm not going to initiate sex for the next few weeks. If you want to talk about what's going on for you, or if you want intimacy, you let me know. Otherwise, I just want to focus on being close with any expectations right now. Step number 3, actually listen and be curious. This is the part that most men end up skipping. They say they do all the things, but they forget this part when she starts talking, and she will once the pressure is off. Your job is to listen without trying to fix or defend. So you ask questions like, what would help you feel more connected to me? Is there anything I do that makes you feel pressured? What do you need to feel safe and comfortable with intimacy? How can I better support you when you're stressed? And I want you to be genuinely curious about her experience instead of focused on when sex will happen again. Step number 4, I want you to create safety through consistency. So show her through your actions that you're safe to be around without sexual agenda. Give her affection without it leading anywhere. Be emotionally available when she wants to talk. And then listen. Don't bring up sex or make subtle references about how long it's been. Show appreciation for her. That has nothing to do with sex. So here's what to expect after you do this. Week 1, she'll be skeptical. Testing to see if you really mean it. So stay consistent. Don't ask when things will change. Weeks 2 to 3, you'll see genuine softening. She'll start sharing more about what's really been going on for her. So listen without getting defensive. A little while later, as she starts to feel safer, she may begin initiating affection and eventually intimacy. But the real win here is the communication and connection that you're building with her. So after all of this, like month 3 plus new healthy patterns emerge where she feels safe to express when she's not in the mood and when she is, you have honest communication about sex and it doesn't become a guessing game. Now, I want to be completely honest with you. What I've shared today, this pressure and safety issue is one of the most common reasons for sexless marriages. But there might be other things going on as well. She might be overwhelmed with kids, with work or life, with stress, whatever. There might be unresolved resentment about other issues in your relationship. She might be dealing with hormonal changes or health issues. She may feel disconnected from you emotionally in other areas, not just in the bedroom. But here's the beautiful thing about this approach that I just taught you today. When you remove pressure and create space for honest conversations, honest communication, she can finally tell you what's really going on. Maybe it's not just about sex. Maybe she's been feeling unheard in other areas in your relationship. Maybe she's been stressed out about money or kids, and sex feels like one more demand on her time. When you show her that you prioritize her comfort and well-being over getting your needs met, you create space for her to share what she actually needs to feel connected to you. And that's when real healing can happen. Not just sexually, but your entire relationship. Look, the woman that you married is still there. She's just not feeling safe enough to be vulnerable with you sexually right now. And that's okay. That can totally change. But it changes through you showing her that you care more about her well-being than your sexual timeline. When she feels truly safe with you and emotionally and physically, her natural desire can come back not because you pressured her into it, but because she actually wants to do it with you and connect with you. I've created a complete guide with the exact scripts, timeline, and advanced strategies for this situation. So I put the link in the description below. But even if you don't get the guide, I want you to start today, have the conversation tonight, remove the pressure, get curious about her experience and what is going on. Because here's the truth. Every day you spend prioritizing her safety and comfort over your sexual needs is the investment in getting your wife back. Not just sexually, but emotionally. She is going to give you everything if you do this. Your marriage is worth fighting for, but you have to fight for it in the right way. So, I want you to drop a comment and let me know that you are ready to have that conversation tonight. Are you ready to prioritize understanding her over getting your needs met? So, I'll see you in the comments. Bye.